All right, welcome back to Midwest DBS. We're here with Michael. You've seen him before. Last week he won a box with this deck, so that's Ryan. Look at his hair. Okay, we're gonna go. Go ahead.
Frieza. Can't include any Saiyan cards.
Yep.
Big thing.
Saiyans are trash. So
Monkeys.
yeah, who needs them? Who needs them?
Yeah, who needs the monkeys? For his auto, you choose a Frieza in your Frieza army in your battle area, place it in your drop, and then your opponent chooses a card out of their hand, places it in the drop, and then you can choose a life. And sometimes that does come up where you need to take a life to awaken. Awaken at 4, draw 1, untap 1.
Okay.
It's very important that you get to your awaken side because it's how the deck really starts to actually get going. It actually gets an auto when it attacks, draw 1. The important part is the active main. It's basically the same thing. KO a Frieza army on your side, or place it in the drop, and you choose.
And then
you
choose instead of them choosing.
And you choosing the card is much more important than they choosing because
random discards are
sniping cards out of their hand.
Random discards terrible.
But then it also gives you unison crit.
Yep.
So, and you have to give the unison crit. So that does say choose up to 1 green unison card. So, very important that you do specify that you gave your unison crit, so they can just judge call you and say they didn't. For Zarbon, it's your searcher. You need to see it. Just get your unison, your 2-drop unison, or a Frieza army that you don't have, which is usually this guy here, because this is your rinse.
Yeah, this is what you do the shenanigans with. Yep.
Yep. So this card, when you discard it, you basically play it out as long as you have a green unison in play, and then you can tap 1 energy and add back from your drop to your hand. So basically, grab my unison here because I didn't put it. I meant to put it right behind there. So these are your starting place. Here's your unison. This is my unison of choice, Frieza. Then you have this, Dodoria. So Zarbon searches for these two, and these two are what you rinse and repeat with. So you play your Zarbon, or play your Frieza Xeno Unison.
And you take up and discard that.
Draw this.
Yep.
Leader KOs Dodoria, makes them discard a card.
Nice.
Gives you Unison crit.
Yep. That's the synergy.
Beat that every turn. And that annoys people alone. Because you see the same thing over and over again. Waking earlier also allows you to knock down unisons if you need to.
Yep. Green Kaba.
This card will come out of the deck for 2 more Frieza's Army Healing Pod. Zarbon. Cosmic Elite.
Really expensive card.
Really expensive card. Didn't pay for a single one though.
Yep. It's the best way to get him.
Yep. Super combo, because you can't really use Defending Father.
And your searcher can search that up too, right?
Yep, you can pull that out.
Yep.
Some people play Android 18. I don't really like it because I don't draw. It doesn't feel like I draw enough cards, so I really do.
You want this because it draws a card and you can search it. Yep.
This is a poor man's Rebrand. Actually, it works really well.
It's really good. Yep.
Allows you to recycle dormants, shocking myth balls, even your field or your cells. Best counterplay in the game.
Yep. It's nuts. 7-drop. Doesn't have barrier. It's dead.
Absolutely murders baby.
Yeah. Because of Great Ape 6.
Yep. Vegeta. I don't have metacoolers, so this is the next best thing.
It can be a finisher.
Yeah, no, like
if you I can see if you play and you keep your opponent's hand low and you drop this on turn 4 or 5 and they have no hand, you could probably.
Yeah, no, it's like if they have no hand and you drop this and clear their board out, because when you pay one card, basically discarding it. So you might have a Dodoria in your hand where you discard that card, KO their board, play Dodoria.
Yep.
And then KO Dodoria.
Yep.
So it's pretty simple. My unison gains crit. I'm going to up this to 2 because my unison gains crit, so it's going to gain double strike. So double strike crit for 25 is really good, as in same thing with this. Dormant. Play only 3, don't only need to play 3 because I have Master Roshi's. So there's times where I resolve this card like 6 times a game.
Oh, yeah, because Roshi can recycle it from your drop.
Yep. There's times where it's just...
And I think you want to only play 2 or 3. Because decks that go tall don't care about this.
No, they don't.
That only plan on swinging once per turn with the bomb, then they're like, yeah. So that makes sense.
So, Shocking Death Ball for the other negate.
Yep.
This card is actually going to be replaced with Ginyu. Captain Ginyu from the promo pack. I'm going to put 3 in here because it allows you to recycle Zarbons. Earth-destroying command wave.
Yep.
Hand
15k.
control.
Random discard.
Now this card, when you have this card plus your Unison plus the Doria,
That's when you draw
are
cards.
plussing 3.
Yep.
Every turn with 1 energy.
Like a real +3.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's technically it's 4 because you basically you draw 1, you discard a card, discard that card. That card comes out to play. Draw another 1, and then essentially you KO that card. And your opponent loses the card. And you're
okay. Yep. So that's the 4th when they discard.
So when that is going, 99% of the time you are winning that game.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
I could see why.
Especially since like they ain't getting to you because you have dormant, and then
if you're drawing 3 and they're discarding 1, then yeah.
you're just slowly eating away resources for 1 energy, and you can do that every turn. Dragon Ball, negative energy. I don't have. If I had Smoke, I play it, but this is the next best
That's good
thing.
enough, though.
I don't.
Especially with a lot of decks now being aggro. It seems like a lot of decks in our area are aggro anyways.
I've actually resolved
that might be better than Black Smoke right now in our meta.
I clear off with like AOD.
Skillless.
Skillless, like, if it's the 1-drop skilllesses, Dormant's good enough. Because it just pops 2. If he brings out 2, I pop 2. So, the other skillless, Frieza, Dormant, Shocking Deathball, the deck has enough board control where it doesn't really struggle against those heavy go wide matchups.
Especially with, and you're topping that Vegeta. It just wipes the board. The Unison, ignoring barrier.
Yep.
So you want to go over your sideboard real quick? Or?
I don't have a sideboard. I haven't been playing sideboard for 2 weeks.
Okay, nice.
So this deck has won against other sideboard decks, so without really siding. Because one of the hardest things to side with this deck is like you don't have access to Saiyans. So a lot of like the good sideboard cards that are Saiyans
you can't use.
So like I don't have a lot of the cards, so like I haven't just been siding and I've been playing the deck as is. And there's a lot of changes now that I have added Zarbons to it that I'm gonna make to make the deck more consistent. But.
Okay, well this is Michael once again. He won a box last week with this. Tonight, how'd you do though?
Tonight I did terrible. I wasn't drawing well because I didn't see this. When you don't see your Unison, this deck does terrible. Because like the deck resolves around your Unisons.
Do you ever think about upping, maybe to 6 Unisons?
I have 6.
You do.
I have 4. So I have 2 of those.
Oh yeah, you do.
Like,
okay, but those come
4.
later on the curve. Yeah. So
And
the key is mole hard for this.
Yes. Basically, your starting hand.
Let's say what do you want to see in what are you mulling for in your opening hand? Let's put it that way.
This right here. This is what you're looking for.
And what other card do you want to see beyond that?
These 2 right here.
Okay.
Now if you see your Zarbon, you keep your Zarbon because it's searching.
Okay.
And you can KO it with your leader.
You can find this.
Yep. Find this or this.
So if you see this and this, your Unison and this in your opening hand, you're fine, right?
Yeah, you're cool.
Because then this might search out that.
Because most of the time you have discard fodder. Like you got Master Roshi's a discard. You have.
And if you see both these, you're just set.
Like you see both of these, you're good. Especially if you like see a dormant with them. Like, you're just. You can make the game go to turn 6 and not really struggle.
All right, sweet. Well, thanks for your time, Michael. That's all we got for you tonight. Bye.